Tristan, host of the Gyroverse podcast. Thank you guys for joining in on this. And today we'll be opening the Secret Santa box that happened to ship from, looks like the MVP headquarters. You guys give me one moment. I'm going to go through and just make sure that the MVP page on Facebook actually has the link to this real quick. Give me 1 minute. Share this to share publicly. Not what I want. What's going on right now? Hey Kevin, thanks for liking the video. Appreciate that. Group, here we go. We're gonna share to the MVP Sports fan page. Standing. Okay, that's shared there. And I think we're good now. So only got 2 people on. Thank you for joining on. I could not find my MVP hat, so I apologize for that. Let me turn this up so you guys can hear me a little bit better. Sorry about that. All right, you guys should be able to hear me a little bit better now. So I'm Tristan, host of the MVP podcast, or the Gyroverse podcast, excuse me. Not allowed to call it the MVP podcast anymore. Copyright stuff and whatnot. And as I said earlier, today I'm going to be opening this Secret Santa box that looks like it got sent directly from MVP headquarters. So I'm hoping that it's a sponsorship. Nope. But before I get into it real quick, I just want to thank you guys so much for all the support that you guys have been giving me through Facebook and whatnot. Gyroverse, yes sir. Thank you, Kevin. And all the support that you guys have been giving me through Facebook, through YouTube. If you guys haven't seen recently, I posted up 2 more YouTube videos. They are the course review for a course here in Tampa called Showman's that I'm going to be doing a tournament at on the second week of December, second Saturday of December. And then, which is not 2 days from now, but a week and 2 days from now. And then also posted up a players meeting for that as well. So you guys probably don't necessarily care about the players meeting, but I'd like you guys to go and check out that view of the course overall, because I put a lot of time into that, and I had a really good friend, Ethan, who went on to do the drone footage for that as well, and he would really appreciate getting any sort of feedback that you guys have on that and whatnot. While I'm getting out the knife so I can open up this box, the other thing too that I want to thank you guys for is just all of the future upcoming hopeful sponsorships that I might be getting. I know that I'm forthcoming on that, but I fully hope that sometime in the near future that I will be getting a MVP podcast or an MVP sponsorship, hopefully. Not because I'm good at the sport or anything like that. Let's be honest with that. I'm not good whatsoever. But I'm hoping that I'm bringing a positive influence to the MVP brand and whatnot. And then lastly, as I know that some of you guys have heard, I'm supposed to be coming out with a disc stamp sometime in the near future. I do have the stamp. It's been going back and forth between me and the art people, and having some issues that it looked like might be able to be solved by one of the ways that Marm did his update to the DFX page for the Gargoyle disc. If you guys haven't seen it, please go over to DFX website and go check out the Gargoyle list. The Gargoyle disc, excuse me. He had a lot of black inside of the Gargoyle. So what he did was he cut out like a large portion of that black for details, and then overlaid it with a second foil of black, which gives you that a lot of black look. And so in the event that you guys want to see almost a sneak preview of what it's going to be, it's not going to be exactly that. I'll show you guys it's going to be in the opening scene for this video. which I'll post up here in a second so that you guys can see kind of what it's going to look like. So check it out real quick. So it's going to have that door on there as well as the Gyroverse name and whatnot. So I'm pretty excited for that. And I'll let you guys know there will be a pre-order for it if you guys want it. It is going to be single foil because I am not that rich or anything like that. But I would hope like in the next year or so that I'm going to be able to get a couple of other people to kind of contribute to the disc making and the stamp making and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you guys what I posted for the detailed instructions that I sent to the guy, and then we're just going to see how close we got it and the excitement that I get from it. So what I told them was I like throwing plasma discs because they just feel great to me in 165 to 179 weight. I collect blue discs, as you can see in the background there. That's my blue disc collection. I'm missing a couple of Team MVP ones, but I know that I'm going to be getting those sometime in the very near future. And then the other thing that I told them was that I would like to try a Catalyst driver and that I putt with Electron Firm Envies because y'all envious. Let's see what we get here. All right. So opening it up, I'm going to do it as much as I can this way so that you guys can see it. All right. Whole lot of packaging there. Let's just see if there's anything underneath the packaging or if it's all just discs. Ooh. All right, I see a bunch of cool discs. Let's start off with what's down here at the bottom that's not the discs. Because kind of interested. I know that the person I sent to, they had a very special thing that they were going somewhere, and so I went on and found something for them that was off of Amazon that was not even remotely disc golf related, but because they put it inside of their description, I thought it would be a nice thing for them to have. So first thing we're pulling out is an Osmosis bag, MVP Osmosis bag in blue. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that. I did have the ball, but I gave that to my son because he really wanted it. So I appreciate that. I also have a keychain, gyro keychain in black. My dog's gonna be coming in here in a minute, so probably gonna want to be up on my lap. Apologize for that. All right, and then next thing we got is one of the Glow 2.0 minis. I did get the mystery pack and did get my reactor and my mini in it as well. So this is definitely going to be used when I hopefully hopefully don't lose the other one. But if I do, or I want to give it to one of our fans through the Gyroverse, then maybe I can do that as well. Or if my son decides that he wants one. There's my dog, like I told you guys. All right, so let's get into the discs. All right, I have not, as you saw, I was cutting it open. I did not look in here at all, so I'm going to be pulling them blind as I'm going through them, and you're just going to see initial reactions. All right. Ooh, so we have a nice, clear Insanity, 172 weight, and it is, it's got a prism edge on it. The edge is purple. It's a light purple, and the center is 100% clear. I really like the way that this looks. It does look pretty awesome. And feel free to leave comments below, guys, too, if you want. Shout out what you guys like, what you guys would think you'd like, what you would like to see in your Secret Santa gifts and whatnot. I'm sure that people would love to see that. Next thing we got looks like an uplink. No, I'm just joking. Sorry, spoilers. It looks like another glow reactor. Actually looks like it's a 2.0. Let me go, I'm gonna go real quick and grab my other one. Actually, I'm gonna have my son do it for me. Hey Isaiah, can you go grab the 2.0 reactor on the table and bring it to me? It does have lab second on it, which is interesting because all the other ones, the regular ones, came with the actual prototype stamp on it. So this one has a lab second. So I'm wondering if this actually is a glow one or not. I have my flashlight up there. I'll have him grab that for me too in a second. All right, while we're getting that, let's go. Oh, it might be out in the garage, Isaiah. If it's not sitting right there. Yeah, it might be on the garage on my bag. All right, let's keep going while he's going to get that. Ooh, thank you guys so much for this. The Catalyst. So I've been looking. I typically throw Teslas for my long range drivers, and I was really trying the Wave because it's the same speed, but it has a little bit more of that turn off of it. But the Wave seems to be very, very flippy for me. So what I was hoping is that if I had a slightly higher speed with the same numbers as the Wave, I can try the Catalyst and we can see if I can get that nice S-line curve that you're supposed to get out of what the Wave is. I typically throw about 300 feet or so. And at one point I was able to get a Wave on a roller up to 450, but that was one time ever. So I really want to try this out, and I like the fact that it is yellow, but there's a lot of, I don't know if you can see it well in the picture. Let me turn on the light here real quick. Sorry, guys. Hey, there we go. All right, so if you can see it in the picture, there's a lot of these orange swirls in it that make it look really, really nice. And it's a 175 weight, so it's the perfect weight to be able to throw into a headwind or into a tailwind or anything like that, so that's awesome. Oh, that's a good point, Kevin. I didn't even notice this. This is a black-rimmed reactor, guys. That is awesome. So my son brought me the other reactor. This is the one that I got out of the, oops, focus is going crazy here. This is the one that I got out of the mystery pack. And as you can tell, it's got a white rim, which is pretty typical. So this one, it does look like it's the same color scheme. So I'm assuming that it's probably a 2.0, but I do like the fact that it's got that black. Thanks for pointing that out, Kevin. I would have never realized that until like much later on in the game. Rodney says the Catalyst is what you would be looking for then. I bagged 2 Waves and 2 Catalysts, and it's one of your favorite discs. Awesome, man. Well, then I'm thankful for my Secret Santa hooking me up for that one. And I've noticed that they haven't had the Catalysts out anywhere. I've looked a lot of places, and like I mentioned, I'm a really big plasma thrower, and I remember Catalyst doesn't come in plasma. So I was trying to wait maybe until it came out in plasma, but as we all know, that's soon. That black rim reactor should be the Glow 2.0 and might be second lab because the black rim is not white. Ooh, that's a good point. I didn't think about that, Rodney. Yeah, so it might be a lab second because of the black rim. That's interesting. I would have never thought of that. All right, let's keep going because I see some other discs in here. Ooh. Oh, this is beautiful. All right, so this is a Crave. I love throwing Craves. I've lost too many of them to count. But this one it's kind of see-through. It's got some nice yellow lines in here that almost make it look plasma, but it is listed as a proton. And it's got this nice, awesome blue rim on it that looks pretty spectacular. Crave is 100% my go-to. Captions are on point. Thank you, Drone. So I tend to use the Crave for my low-speed straight shots. I can put a little bit of Annie on it, and they will last on Annie for a while. I love it. It's fantastic. And this one just looks beautiful. I almost don't want to throw it because it looks so nice. And I know that you probably can't see it in there, but there are some sparkles in here that the camera is not picking up. So I will, once I'm done with this, guys, I will take much better pictures of these and send these to you guys so that you can see them through my page and then through the MVP page as well. Next up, oh, this is a beauty of a reactor. It is all black. It almost looks like a plasma. Like the plate on it looks like it could be a plasma, but it's got these nice black swirls in it. It is a straight up murdered out reactor. That is dope. Um, I will admit I have not thrown the reactor as much as I need to. Um, it's hard for me to throw mid ranges. I don't know why. I just can't figure it out personally. But during my last tournament, I took a reactor and parked a hole. Still somehow got a 3 on it because I was in tournament mode and wasn't exactly thinking about it. But I was able to get a reactor to fly a good 300 feet off of the tee with at about 80% speed. So I was really excited for that. I'm really excited to try to put this in my bag too. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Next up, we got my favorite disc, the Trace in plasma, with this amazing bluish purplish, or excuse me, bluish greenish teal to it. I don't know how many of these I've bought. I've bought 100 of these, has to be, because I throw them all the time and end up losing them a lot, especially because I'm trying over water typically or something like that. Being in Florida, there happens to be a lot of water, and if you've ever played Picnic Island down here, there's a lot of beaches that you can easily lose a trace inside of. Thankfully, I play the short pads, and so you can almost jump putt the first hole, which is incredibly, like, right across the beach. But for the long ones, when I go to, when I become a pro, that would be awesome. Having almost aced with a reactor last weekend, that's awesome. Hey, Brian, thanks for joining in. You don't always throw a trace, but when you do, it's in the trash. Well, I'm sorry that you're throwing away high-quality discs, Brian. For those of you guys that don't know, Brian is one of my local friends here. I would call him a friend anyways. He's a good guy, and he hoops on MVP a lot, but he has a streamline that he has thrown. And he said he did really well with it. So just throwing that out there too, Brian. Want to inform everyone else that you are there. Hey, Chaser, thank you for joining in. Next up, we have another Insanity. Again, plasma with this nice black and looks like lavender rim at a 168 weight. It looks gorgeous. I'm so much of a fan of plasma discs. They just feel so nice in your hand, and they fly a little bit overstable compared to some of the other molds and whatnot, but it works perfect for me. All right, we're down to the last two discs here, guys. We got a factory misprint Envy. Looks like, oh, this one's a soft one, but yeah, that's fine. It's soft. It's all right. I love using the Envies as putters. I do have an Envy thrower as well, but it's in plasma only. I'm definitely going to use this I have a basket, an MVP basket, practice basket in the backyard. This is definitely going to be added into that practice pile so that I can actually make myself better. Chaser says the new soft ain't soft. I feeling this one, I do kind of agree. I can tell that the center is a little bit feels more like a medium. I think if that makes sense. Those dark discs must be a foe's collectors. I'll lose them in the forest too quickly. Yeah, I know. I hear you, man. I hear you, Dennis. All right, and then we're on the last disc that's in here. And it is a beautiful Tesla, Photon Tesla. It is reddish pink with a whole bunch of metal flakes inside of it. I know it kind of looks orange in the picture, but it is more reddish pink. And I will admit, so I don't tend to throw the Tesla, just again because of the speed that I throw. And I think actually, if I'm not mistaken, the Tesla is a 9-speed version of the Wave. If anyone can correct me on that, that would be. But if I'm already flipping over the Wave, I think the Trace might be way too flippy for me. Brian says, I'm just kidding, it has a high birdie rate. Trace with a DFX artwork. Yeah, so Brian got one of Don's amazing DFX stamps and whatnot. I forget which one it was, Brian, that I gave you, but it was pretty sweet. I liked it. Ooh, what else do we have in here? We have MVP Disc Sports keychain. I missed that. That was in the middle of it. And lastly, Team MVP sponsorship. No, I'm just messing. Tesla is an overstable fairway driver. Really? No, Tesla is definitely a 9-speed at least, which would put it in distance driver. Distance driver area, Dennis. I just didn't know if it was a 9-speed or an 11-speed. I think the Wave is the 11-speed 2-turn 2-fade. The Tesla I thought was the 9-speed 2-turn 2-fade. I thought. I could be wrong. You could be right, Dennis. I could be completely out of here. But also MVP Disc Sports Klingon, which is in blue. I really like that. That's awesome. Real quick, I'm gonna take that reactor that we got, the Black Rim reactor. We're gonna pop a light on this. We're gonna see what it looks like. So, see if I can get this glow in here. Glowing up. Then I'll turn off the light real quick and we'll see how well it glows. All right, got the glow in. Let me go turn off the light here real quick and we'll check it out. All right, let me turn off the camera light. So it does look like it's glowing, which is awesome. You can kind of see a little bit. Actually, you guys can't because the camera's going crazies. Turn back on this light real quick. So there is, and I know that you guys have posted a couple of things on here that about the reactors, specifically the glow ones, having like some sort of like minor defects with like the powder that's in it and whatnot showing up inside of the plate. And there is the same thing in this too. You can see right there that there's a little bit of powder that's in it that does cause it to glow a little bit more. And my actual reactor, or the prototype glow reactor, also has the same thing in it, a little bit more actually. Like this one's a huge chunk of powder in it. But I'm super excited. I have tomorrow, Friday, a glow round before my son's tournament on Saturday that I'm going to be definitely utilizing the reactor for. Definitely utilizing. I got a bunch of glow envies that we're going to be utilizing. And I'm expecting, hopefully sometime in the near future, to get back a trace that I may or may not have loaned off to one of the Conquest brothers. Let's light up this mini too, because I like me the minis. Ooh, that is glowing beautifully. I love it. So, whomever my Secret Santa was, I really appreciate it. I thank you for especially allowing me to try out the Catalyst, as I've never tried it before. So we're going to be going a little bit early tomorrow, and I'm definitely going to take this and throw this to see how it works into my system. And then I've been seeing you guys with the clear discs, and I really like the way that this one looks. Even if it's a lab second, I don't care about that. They're still phenomenal. Even the lab seconds are outstanding quality discs. And so excited about all the rest of this stuff. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. Dennis says it's a 10-4 -1-2 according to Infinite Discs, which probably means that it's either the 9, according to MVP's website, it might be either 9 or the 11 speed equivalent to the Trace, which might be why I didn't typically throw them. But I did want to try them out. I did want to see if I can get it to fly the same way that the Trace does, and see if I might prefer that over the Trace. Who knows? Thank you guys so much for joining in on this, and stay classy, and welcome to the Gyroverse.